Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. I'm Mayur and in today's episode we are going to discuss about one of the most important controls, yet one of the most neglected one too, security awareness training. See, this can reduce security incidents, shield you from legal and punitive damages and much more. So without any delay, let's get started. See, security awareness is one of the most important administrative controls that can improve the security posture of an organization. The weakest link in most cases is the people and hence ensuring they are aware of the security aspects of the organization. See, more than that, basic cyber hygiene practices should always be communicated to all the employees. Your policies would not serve any purpose if the employees are not aware of them, and security training is a fantastic way to do it. See, an organization has to do it periodically because policies may change, technologies may change, threats may change, overall business may change. If these changes are not communicated, the employees may not follow what is actually required of them, and this would lead to incidents. So, hence the message is repeat, repeat, and repeat. See, how should a training program look like? Well, there are a few features that should be a part of the training program that you're building. However, there is an important aspect of a training program. See, a basic training program can be for everyone, but it needs to be customized for specific roles. Say your technology team consists of system admins that need to be trained on security in a very different and a detailed manner than compared to an employee who is into a coding for a customer's project. See, coming back to features, the security training must be periodic. It cannot have a fit in and forget it approach. It needs to be comprehensive, covering the details of the important aspect your company wants them to focus. It cannot be a five-liner presentation where you tell them what should be done and what should not be done. It should be multifaceted in nature, covering the email policy to the password to the phishing to secure data protection mechanisms. It should be tailored. See, cybersecurity is a complex topic, but that does not mean your awareness program also has to follow the same lines. It has to be simple and easy to understand. You need your employees to understand the security policies and general do's and don'ts and not become experts in quantum cryptography. The mantra is to keep it simple. See, finally, and the most important of all, you need to have the blessing of the management in the program you want to implement. Without it, your program will not sustain and will be bound to fail. See, I know you are a convincing security professional and getting the management approval will not be a difficult task for you. However, the CEO may ask his CISO, what would a security program may look like? What are the aspects you would want to cover? See, the features we discussed in the previous slide were more from a program perspective. Here I want to discuss from a content perspective. The content will be highly influenced by your organization's policy. However, there are a few important aspects that you should definitely cover. Phishing, password security, organizational policy, general do's and don'ts are some of the topics that you must be looking at. Given the current pandemic situation and the hybrid mode of working remotely is a kind of a program that you must cover in the training. See, a lot of organizations implement an awareness program. That may be with regards to bribery, code of conduct, security program, etc. But it really needs to be effective, else your efforts are in vain. See, if you want to do this activity just for the sake of compliance, now that's a different story altogether. Creating an effective security awareness program begins with building a security culture in the organization. Once everyone understands and appreciates the importance of being secure, there's no stopping you or your organization in improving on the cybersecurity parameters. And for that to happen, the message has to be clear and crisp. See, security team should work with the learning and the training department of the organization and build an effective training program. But at the same point of time, it needs to work with the marketing team to sell it to the employees. Yes, you heard it right. See, marketing your product or service is extremely important, especially for the security team, which is considered as a boring watchdog, that is required only when there's a data breach. Make it fun and trendy, and your program will be a success. See, while it can be entertaining, it needs to be repeated every year, at least every year, so that the employees do not forget the message. See, at the end of the day, it's all about cost. The CEO, before handing out the dollars that you requested for it, is going to ask about the effectiveness of the program. If you have just begun, you need to identify how are you going to measure your program's effectiveness. If you are already doing this, you needed to present it to the management those key performance indicators. See, here are some of them that you can think through. The number of security breaches you have had before the program was launched vis-a-vis after its launch and over time. This will give you an idea of the effectiveness of the program. I know some of you are wondering that if it is really a right measure, well, we can debate it some other time. See, feedback on any aspect is good if you want to improve. Let's take it this at this moment where I ask you if you really like the content that I put up on the channel. So share your thoughts in the comment section below. Monitor the changes in the behavior of the people when dealing with the security matters. The best way is to look at how the top management behaves as this mostly flows from the top to the bottom. Keeping an exit test at the end of the training is also a measure that several organizations undertake. It's a time tested measure, but don't consider it as the only criteria. If you do a phishing simulation in your organization, pre and post awareness program metrics can give a lot of inputs on how your program is. These are just a couple of pointers that you can use. You can tailor it across as per the program which you are running or intend to create. We are at the exam tip section. See, security awareness training is such an underrated control that a lot of top management people think that it's just a waste of time, and that is the biggest blunder which an organization can make. You cannot afford to take this lightly. The security team needs to ensure that everyone, including the contractors, vendors, are made aware of the security aspects of the organization. And that is the security tip. Ensure that everyone is made aware of the security aspects. See, creating a security awareness program requires a mini series in itself. I'm talking about the mini series, and I hope to create one soon. So do let me know in the comment section what more topics do you want me to cover. See, you can always check out my blog for more such stuff. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and share it across. You can also check out my sample exams on SSCP and CISSP on Udemy if you are preparing for the same. Thank you guys for watching this episode, and I hope to see you in my next video.